What is going down, my YouTube family? It is your boy Harry from the XMG coming at you on Sunday night to talk to you a little bit about Disney Sorcerer's Arena. And it's been a while since I made a video, and there's been some updates that dropped. Hiro is now in the game, bringing two brand new tags, Tech and Big Hero 6, into the game. So we're going to jump into that. We're going to break down a little bit of the patch notes. We're going to talk a little bit about Hiro, what I think. And if you're just finding me for the first time, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you're turning on notifications, all that good stuff that goes along with it. For all my XMG family members out there, you know I love you. Thank you for helping me continue to do this thing that I love to do. So appreciate all the love and support. So let's jump into some patch notes and Hiro. So by now, I'm sure a lot of you already know about these updates, but I'm just going to quickly go over them and kind of talk about them. You know, every single patch since I've been in this game has done nothing but nerf spells. So they must have been extremely overpowered, so that is a good thing to see. Now, Wild Imagination and Dad Moves essentially does the same thing, nerfing it wise. It no longer gives it to everybody. It's for the primary target based on the number of characters per that certain faction that you have. You know, Wild Imagination is Toy Story allies, Dad Moves is Onward characters. It can spread them to adjacent targets. The big thing here is Wild Imagination got fear to it, and that is based on Toy Story teammates. So Wild Imagination along with the Headless Horseman seems like the two you want to run with your Toy Story villains team in Club Conquest without a doubt. Golden Hammer is made pretty much for downtown heroes now. What it seems to be is the big change there. And, you know, Undefeatable and Speed Meter fill now only for downtown heroes. So, you know, we're using that for the downtown heroes team. In some nodes and change format here, you know, Rafiki gets added to the Grand Campaign for F. Villains Campaign 5D is Simba, and that is one I'm kind of looking forward to farming. Every time I fight Simba, he seems kind of to be a pain. So really looking forward to farming Simba, and he took over for Darkwing Duck. So miscellaneous things: Simba, Rafiki, Ian, Barley, Robin Hood added to Ultimate Chess. Ian, Rafiki, Robin Hood added to Campaign Chess. Simba, Rafiki, Ian, Barley, Robin Hood added to Premium Exchange. And then there was some Mythical Sorcerers trial update. So once again, you know, the same common theme. They are making characters more available, especially when it comes to free-to-play characters, or, you know, the new free-to-play players and newer players. They're making some of these grinds less hard so you can catch up and participate, which I really like to do. You can tell they have a future plan for this game, and it shows every single time. Now here, Microbot Mania. As you can see, we have Microbot Mania, and this reminds me so much of how they release characters in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which was my first Hero collector ever. Played it from launch till about 6 months ago, and I was a whale in that game, and I played it, and this is a marquee event. You can take so many characters in a certain level, go in, run it through, and you get the character at a certain star level, and it allows all players, free to play, new, whatever, to get the character. So simple, very simple event. And this has its benefits. Number one, it allows everybody, like I said, to play the character, have the character, beefs up your roster a little bit. And two, it probably increases monetization because people are going to realize how good the character is. They're going to want them because they got their hands on them. It's that new shiny toy, and they're probably going to spend on them. So it benefits both sides, I believe. Now, when it comes to Hiro, he brings two tags, which we already talked about. He brings the Big Hero 6 tag, so I'm assuming they're probably going to be coming. And then he also brings the Tech tag. And he's the only Big Hero 6 character in the game, and he's the only Tech character in the game. So I'm going to go over some characters that I feel could possibly have that Tech tag, and if they rework them like that, so we'll see where that goes. But right now, I have Hiro up to gear level 3, going to get him to gear level 4 and stop. He brings a lot to the table and is a fantastic character. He is a downtown hero, so that definitely plays into a lot of synergies that I've already built. And in his move kit, he becomes usable for me almost instantly because I can put him with Aladdin, and I'll get into that right now. His first ability, Mega Mash, here deals 174 damage to the target opponent with a 30% chance to inflict slow for 1 turn. So that is huge because Aladdin does more damage based off of slow, so he's a character that I could plug and play. And one of my characters in my arena team right now, I'm just not really feeling. I think he's capped out, and I'm looking for a replacement, so he could possibly be that replacement. 10% chance to deal damage to adjacent opponents. Chance increase 5% for each tech teammate. So that whole second part is gone because he's the only tech teammate, essentially, he's going to have. And a 10% chance to deal damage to adjacent targets. And then the ever so popular third ability, 50% damage. Second ability here, Micro Barrier. And this one's pretty neat. Grants all teammates 277 shield. Adds 208 shield per charge on Hiro. Consumes the charges as he grants it. Ability 2 grants evasion. Tech teammates each have a 30% chance to gain an additional evasion. 20% base shield at level 3. Now, Violet is the only character off the top of my head of that I can think that has a shield, and hers isn't nearly as good as this. You can let those charges, which he comes off his passive, which we'll get to, you can let that stack and stack and stack, and then boom, just throw it out there, and he just makes your team extremely viable, and he really helps out quite a bit. Now, third ability, upgrades. This is awesome. Target immediately takes a turn. Hero gains 30% speed meter, grants a helpful effect to a target teammate and self based on their role. And I love how they do this per role. It's not just RNG chance. I know if I'm putting it on an offense, they get offense up. If I'm putting it on a defensive character, they're getting defense up. Support gain haste. I like that. It's not, here's 15 things they could get. RNG decides, good luck. At level 2, he cleanses stun. That is humongous. And then at level 3, 10% chance speed meter, or 10% speed meter increase. Again, phenomenal. Now, when I've been playing around with this character, I've used this upgrade ability on Kristoff. He could be like the 5th party member for Frozen until you get Elsa, because you keep putting this on Kristoff, he keeps dropping the trolls. I mean, at one point I had like 6 trolls out, and I just hit him behind Kristoff, and at this point I'm using Jasmine with Raja, and he was hidden behind tanks, he couldn't be touched, and I was just pumping out those trolls, and it's kind of crazy. But he is just plug-and-play viability through the roof as you read his kit. Passive, Microwave. On his turn, Hero and one random Big Hero 6 teammate gain charged. 50% chance to gain an additional charge with an additional 20% chance per tech teammate. And then level 2, Hero gains 10% potency per tech teammate. So as you can see here, every time he goes, he's going to give himself charged, which builds your shield. So, you know, giving himself haste, or somebody who could give him haste, like Anna, I had Anna constantly feeding him haste, so he could just go. He's doing his upgrades, he's re-putting the shields back on. It's just a thing of beauty. His leadership ability rivals that of Shan Yu. Tech teammates gain 10% speed. Big Hero 6 teammates gained 10% speed at level 2. So this brings me to a question and a point I want to throw out to everybody out there. You know, when I said, oh, Big Hero 6 are going to all have the tech tag. I don't think they're all going to have the tech tag. Some of them might, some of them might not. Because the way I'm reading this, and if my understanding is correct, tech teammates gain 10% speed, and then Big Hero 6 teammates gain 10% speed. So if they are a tech and a Big Hero 6, do they gain 20% speed? So that's why I don't know if all Big Hero 6 are going to have the tech tag. And that's something to think about going forward. Maybe that's not the case, maybe that is the case. So I mentioned about characters who could possibly have a tech tag, and a couple that just jumped off to me. Number 1 is obviously Syndrome. I think Syndrome would be very justification for a tech tag. Any of his moves aren't based off of super strength, super power, just the character being goofy or something like that. He builds everything he uses, and in my mind, definitely deserves a tech tag. Second one I thought of is along the same lines as Syndrome is Darkwing Duck. He is much kind of like the Batman character, no superpowers, fights crime, but he uses his gadgets. He uses his technology to overcome the bad guys, and I think he could be very deserved of a tech tag. And the final one, maybe not this character per se, but Monterey Jack and Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. If they release a full Chippendale Rescue Ranger team, I believe her name was Gadget, or Gadget. I think it was Gadget. The female character who built everything. I could see the Chippendale Rescue Ranger team having a tech tag. Again, they rely on their intuitions and their gadgets to fight crime. And I think, again, the Chippendale Rescue Ranger team could definitely have a tech tag. So my YouTube family, that's what I got for you today. Nothing crazy. I'm sure, I'm a little late getting this out. Big week for me in Dragon Champions. So still making videos for this game 2 to 3 times a week. But we got a lot of questions we need. Who's going to have tech? When is Big Hero 6 coming? What are their kits going to look like? Are they going to revamp other characters to include the tech tag? Are there going to be downtown heroes like Darkwing Duck that end up with the tech tag? A lot of different plug-and-play options with him. He is just very, very good. From my experience with hero collectors, this kind of character is just a player's and theory crafting dream. You can put him with somebody to give him the full turn meter. You can put them to increase survivability on a squishy DPS team because he can pump out those shields. He has slow, which definitely helps you out. He can cleanse a stun. He has a lot of options, and he's a really good character. So if you like what you saw today and you want to see more from me for Disney Sorcerer's Arena, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button, turning on notifications, all that good stuff that goes along with it. So that's what I got for everybody today. I love y'all. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.